In the year 2019, a fearless young climate activist emerged from the cold landscapes of Sweden and took the world stage by storm. Greta Thunberg, with her impassioned "How dare you" speech at the United Nations Climate Action Summit, became a beacon of hope for many, especially the youth, who saw in her a relentless champion for climate change awareness. Thunberg's global influence is undeniable. She has engaged with world leaders, stirred conversations, and inspired millions to demand action on climate change. Yet her journey has not been without controversy. A growing chorus of critics have raised questions about the depth of Thunberg's knowledge and the nature of her influence. Accusations of softball interviews and favorable coverage have been hurled at journalists who have interacted with her. But it was an encounter with independent Canadian reporters in Davos, Switzerland, during the World Economic Forum that sparked a real storm. The reporters asked Thunberg pointed questions about her stance on China's coal consumption, her alleged staged arrest in Germany, and her views on activist groups known for vandalism. Thunberg's responses, marked by giggles and sarcastic remarks, left many wondering if her understanding of climate change is as profound as her speeches suggest. Dr. Matthew Wilicki, an assistant professor at the University of Alabama, raised the possibility of Thunberg being used as a front for a political PR machine. He empathized with her, acknowledging the complexity of the climate change issue. Critics argue that Thunberg, despite being a self-proclaimed champion of science, often makes claims that are not backed by scientific consensus. Her assertion that people are dying due to climate-related disasters contradicts data from the International Disaster Database, which shows a 98% decrease in such deaths since 1920. Thunberg's self-imposed deadline for reversing global warming by 2030 has also been called into question, as it deviates from the research of the International Panel on Climate Change. Critics contend that her speeches often veer into apocalyptic predictions that are not supported by the nuanced perspectives of climate scientists. When confronted with questions about key figures like John Kerry and Al Gore using private jets, Thunberg responded with sarcastic laughter, revealing a dismissive attitude towards criticism. Gregory Wrightstone from the CO2 Coalition criticized Thunberg's responses, pointing out her lack of knowledge on the very topics she frequently addresses. This interaction with the Canadian reporters raised questions about Thunberg's ability to engage in meaningful discussions on climate science beyond her rehearsed speeches. Critics argue that adults guiding and using Thunberg to promote a political agenda may not be fully educating her on the scientific nuances of climate change. Despite the differing viewpoints, this encounter underscores the importance of holding public figures accountable and promoting open dialogue on complex issues like climate change. It serves as a reminder that while passion is crucial, it needs to be accompanied by knowledge and understanding to bring about meaningful change.